If you are considering marrying someone and you don't do your due diligence, both on them and on yourself, to make sure that you know what you want, you're going to end up where? Right here in my office, right? Just me, you, and the parrot are going to have a conversation. You know, every once in a while, I'll get an email or a telephone call from a third-year law student who wants to take me out for lunch or coffee or whatever, just to sort of explore their options upon graduation. They have interest in multiple areas of the law, and they just want to get my take as a divorce and family law attorney. And I'm usually delighted to meet with them or talk to them. Recently, we had coffee, and, you know, I'll explain what a divorce and family law attorney does on a day-to-day basis and why I love it. But we'll also talk about other areas of law that are open to them, such as transactional kind of law, mergers and acquisition, where mostly it's big law. Big law firms are hired when one company wants to acquire another company. And I'll explain how due diligence is typically done, and all of that goes into the warranties that are made about the transaction that's about to take place. And that can take many, many months, if not a year or longer, to go down the rabbit hole. I'll also talk about regulatory legal work, where maybe you work for a regulatory agency. And there's other areas of law, working for nonprofits and so forth. But here's the purpose of this video. As I was explaining the mergers and acquisition process, the transactional area of law, it occurred to me that one of the most important personal decisions that a person could make in their life is who they marry, even if they get married. So getting married is a huge decision, but who you're marrying is a huge decision in and of itself. And how many, many people do not do due diligence on the person they're marrying. Sometimes they'll marry someone without giving it enough time to really see the person under pressure, or they'll get pressured into proposing and getting married, and the person's really not a good candidate for marriage at that time in their life for a multitude of reasons. So the purpose of this video is I wanted to share with you, through the lens of an experienced divorce lawyer, do your homework and do it well, because this is a merger of your life with another human being. And once you marry them, certain rights and responsibilities attach. And once you have children with them, certain rights and responsibilities attach on top of the marital rights when child custody and child support come into play. So the overarching theme and the thing I want you to take away from this video is, if you are considering marrying someone and you don't do your due diligence, both on them and on yourself, to make sure that you know what you want, you're going to end up where? Right here in my office, right? Just me, you, and the parrot are going to have a conversation about how you're going to get out of this ugly mess. And we don't want that, right? Due diligence. Company A would not consider purchasing Company B unless they did due diligence, unless the contract was properly drafted and executed, unless all the right questions were asked, unless they had enough time to do it. Yet I see people get married after just a few months. Big mistake. Don't let that be you, all right? Go live your best life. You could still have terrific, intimate relationships without bringing in that state contract of marriage and divorce laws, okay? Be careful that. Share this with somebody who can't grasp the concept that marriage is a union under the law and the laws will apply. It's so easy to get married and can be very difficult to get divorced if you pick the wrong person. Be careful out there.